Oh, man, Lou. What an amazing crown jewel. Oh, I got a point on the board finally. I won King of the Ring.
Wait a minute, what?
And I even got to ride a camel.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Huh?
That didn't happen.
Bro, I think I would know if I rode a camel.
Welcome to TFS Bottle West known as The Few Show Podcast. It's 24/7 Lou, and that's
Ric-Hard. All hail the king. Woo!
And that's
the one-man band. And I need to speak to whoever let you borrow a camel.
Yes, folks, welcome to TFS Bottle West known as The Few Show Podcast. Number one show in the world, number one show in your heart, number one show on YouTube, and number one show in your girlfriend's heart. Out in Saudi Arabia. Maybe not. Let's find out. So this episode we will be talking about WWE's Crown Jewel 2021, which was a middle of the week pay-per-view, or as I like to call it, glorified house show. But yes.
No, Lou, it was actually pretty good. We don't say that.
Oh, come on. It's a glorified one. Well, I got some opinions on that too. So I'm along with that one. But yes, in this episode we'll be doing a recap of that, of an exciting event that we saw and enjoyed, and we got some points. But before we get to that, one man band, give us everyone's favorite line.
Hey, hurry, get the scoreboard, get the scoreboard, get the scoreboard.
Wow. All right, folks. I wish I should have been prepared for this. Jeez. Okay, scoreboard is.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can get it. All right. Damn it, Blue.
I know you're stalling because I want to hear the scoreboard. I want to hear the scoreboard.
Get out of here.
I will be. I'll be getting out of here with such a big lead.
Okay. All right. Scoreboard is Lou. You're in the lead with 13 points.
Yes.
Recent win. You've passed the dozen and you've reached the unlucky number.
He reached the baker's dozen.
I am not in second place because that goes to the one-man band, who remains in second place at 9 points. I'm at third place, close to second, though, with 7 points.
Ooh.
And then you've got a tie for fourth between J. Few and the Randomizer, both at 3 points. And then you've got everybody else far behind with 1 point apiece. That being Bogey, Rhino, no, not Rhino, jeez, Big Al, and Ismail. Both all at 1 point, and everybody else is at 0. I know, right? Who the heck is that guy? And that's the scoreboard.
Yes, folks, there you go. So it was a tie on this one. It was a wow.
Look, you can tell yourself whatever you want to feel comfortable. I would have won had I not succumbed to the peer pressure in one match, which we will get to.
You would have won, and one man band should have 10 points, 20 points.
Look, I'm gonna copy a line from someone else on this show. It should have been me, okay?
Where have I heard that before?
It should have been me.
All right, so let's go. Let's go and kick off the show. They had a pre-show match, which we did not talk about because it was thrown at the last minute.
It wasn't even on the pre-show, to my knowledge. It was kind of, well...
It was a pre-show.
Maybe it was. Okay. It was Usos versus... I know which one you're talking about. Usos versus Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin, right?
Yeah. The Hurt Business, which is kind of weird. Because if it was a championship match and they would have won, what? They would have taken it to Raw because the Hurt Business is on Raw.
Yeah, but the Raw Women's Champion is on SmackDown.
That's another thing we'll talk about later on when we get to that one.
Yeah, I have a suspicion on that too, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Go on. So we had a pre-show match. What happens?
Oh yeah, pre-show match. Usos won. It was just get everybody hacked up in there. But,
it was kind of weird, heel versus heel technically.
Yeah, you know what? We did have a lot of weird matches where it was like face versus face or face or heel. Yeah, but we'll get to that. All right, so we go to the next. We go to the show the match that opened up the show, which was Edge and Seth Rollins in a Hell in a Cell match, right?
Hell in a Cell!
Yeah.
50th Hell in a Cell match, by the way. Very, very, very interesting.
Wow.
Yep,
You
exactly.
posted something in our
50.
chat about there are a lot of firsts in there.
There were a lot of firsts, yes. First woman to referee a match, if I'm not mistaken, in Saudi Arabia.
Oh,
and first woman to referee a Hell in a Cell match as well.
Yep.
Edge giving a shout out to her. Jess. I'm blanking out on her last name, but Jess, the referee, very impressive. Jessica Carr. There we go. Jessica Carr. And the match was pretty, for the 50th, they didn't do anything that crazy with it. Edge did a nice call back to his first and only Hell in a Cell match with The Undertaker. He did the spot where he flew off with the chair, kind of like a splash/elbow drop with the chair onto Rollins. A lot of interesting spots. Rollins went for the curve stomp in the closing moments with a chain wrapped around his foot, and then Edge reversed it by getting the edge of the chair up against his crotch. That was an interesting way to reverse a curve stomp. I haven't seen that before, I can safely say. And then Edge won the match with a curve stomp onto Rollins onto the chair.
Yeah, man.
And that appears to be the close of the feud, it would appear.
And in the points battle, all of us except one picked Seth Rollins. And that was a random.
Yeah, and it was the randomizer.
And off the bat,
the randomizer picked Edge, and they had 1 point, but it wasn't a good night for the randomizer overall, though.
Oh no, yeah. It's a little short victory. It's 1 point of the night.
Look, as I like to say, a broken clock is right twice a day. All right.
There you go, twice in this case, yeah.
Exactly twice in this case, actually. But yeah, that was not the best start to the night, but I wasn't too worried about the randomizer, considering its other picks. With good reason, because the next match was Mustafa Ali versus Mansoor, and we're not going to dwell too much on this. It was the hometown kid who always wins in his hometown for political reasons. Versus
and safety reasons.
Mustafa Ali. Yeah, safety reasons. We were making jokes about
safety of everyone getting out.
How was it, Lou? If Mustafa Ali wins, they're going to have an immediate rematch. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, on the plane. On the plane.
Here's your captain speaking. We cannot take off until Mustafa Ali wins the match. Mansoor wins the match here in Saudi Arabia.
Mansoor wins the match.
The plane ride from hell to Electric Boogaloo.
Mansoor won. Mustafa Ali attacked him out of jealousy, and then if you can name the star, Lou, more power to you. I don't know who it was. It was a Olympic medalist who I believe won a silver medal for Saudi Arabia in the Olympics, the Tokyo Olympics. Came out, kicked Mustafa Ali, and celebrated with Mansoor.
There you go. And they have the crowd happy.
Yeah, the crowd cheered. Apparently they knew who it was. So, it's nice. It's nice to see that WWE can have one person win in their hometown, specifically because if they don't, they'll never leave alive, I guess. But, yeah. Congrats to Mansoor, who continues his undefeated streak at Saudi Arabia shows.
See you next year.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Saudi Arabia, but he has appeared on SmackDown.
Yeah, he's appeared on. Yep, that is correct.
And okay, so we had the next matchup, which was RK Bro versus AJ and Omos.
Was that really the next match? I thought okay.
Yeah.
I guess it was. Straightforward match. I still think it's telling that Omos doesn't take any major finishers. He hasn't taken a pin in any of these. I get it. AJ Styles is the guy to take the pin. But Omos doesn't get neutralized in these matches very well. It's just, he gets a stun gun off the top rope on the apron, to be eliminated from the decision in the match.
Mm-hmm.
And that's very telling. It's very obvious that Omos is still kind of green. He's got the impressive figure, and he could definitely dole out the offense, but you need to be able to sell in this business, kid.
Yeah. When will AJ Styles learn with that phenomenal forearm? Don't do it whenever Randy is in the ring. Don't do it.
Yeah, they've done that spot 5, 6 times, I want to say. It doesn't get old, but it kind of gets a little repetitive after a while. He just jumps into those RKOs.
Oh, my God. Well, yeah, that's it. That's what helped win the match for RKO Bro and retain.
RK Bro, Lou. Come on, Lou. Get it right, bro.
Well, yeah, by the way, on update for the predictions, at this point it was 2-2. I had 2. One Man Band had 2. You, Ric-Hard, had 2. The randomizer had 1, and Jay Few had 1 at this point.
Yeah, that's right. Because Jay Few also picked Mustafa Ali for some reason.
Yeah. Yeah. So he ended up winning that one. Okay, so the next match we had was
Selena Vega versus
Doudrop.
Yeah, not a lot to talk about this match. I thought it was impressive that Selena Vega managed to look convincing in winning against Doudrop.
A bigger opponent.
Yeah, much bigger. The Hurricanrana DDT, I think it was very impressive by her. I liked it. I think she won with a sunset flip.
Oh,
Powerbomb?
yes.
Which was also pretty impressive. But overall, good job for Selena Vega.
Yeah.
First ever Queen of the Ring. Crowned in Saudi Arabia, of all places.
Yeah, what was
Most
the thing
impressive.
One Man Band, what was the stuff you were saying about on Twitch?
That this Queen of the Ring and King of the Ring match was basically was prefaced off of the highest rated or the highest grossing people off Twitch, and according to this, yeah, they got it right because Zelina Vega is, aside from Paige, is the highest grossing female on Twitch for WWE, and Xavier Woods is apparently for the men's side. So So yeah, I guess it's an interesting take.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just be glad Paige is not an in-ring competitor or an active in-ring competitor because might have been a different Queen of the Ring.
Oh.
Just saying.
Also, Selena Vega, I'm surprised is not getting the Lana treatment.
Well, I mean, I'm kind of surprised by that too, but I think it's good. Yeah, I think WWE learned their lesson. And is finally making...
What, beating up Lana? What is the lesson to learn for them?
They learned their lesson not to piss off, the significant others of people on the opposite show because it just gives them more steam.
I guess. All right, so we'll go.
I don't know.
So Selena Vega, who's from Queens, New York. That's where I'm from. So a queen from Queens.
Lou getting a... Yeah, okay. All right.
A queen from Queens. Hey... If Eddie Murphy went there with us to look for a queen, why can't we have a queen right now with Selena Vega? Come on.
Okay, all right. But let's not focus too much on that match. Let's get to Woman B's favorite match of the night.
Yeah, the match of the night.
Goldberg versus. Yeah, I don't think that was match of the night.
Yes, it
Goldberg versus One Man Band.
Oh wait! Before we get there, the score by this time it was. I had 3, the One Man Band had 3, Ric-Hard, you had 3, Randomizer had 1, and Jay Few had 2 points.
We get it. The adults in the room were tied.
For
first place. But yes, it was Goldberg versus
Bobby Lashley.
There it is.
Yeah.
I cannot do that impression justice. Well done. And I mean, there's not a lot to talk about in this match.
Well, you called it. You called something in that one because let me see. Hold on, let me check here.
Oh yeah, no, I said it.
Let me check the papers over here. Hold on a second.
You got a paper?
I have papers here.
The line I specifically said, Lou, I'll save you the instant replay. Having to go to our stenographer to read the line back at me. I said, yeah, Herb Business recently reunited on Raw. That's just so that Goldberg has more bodies to stack when he wins at Crown Jewel.
Yeah. You said it. Yeah.
Nah, I mean, he took out, I think it was Cedric Alexander with a backdrop. Benjamin with a kick. What is that?
Sad, man.
Either way, Goldberg takes a beating throughout this is one of his longer matches, presumably because he didn't have to get a lot of offense in the beginning. Mm-hmm. Lashley was smart. He brought a chain to the match, used it to sucker punch Goldberg a couple times, wedged the chair to Goldberg's ankle, stomped on it multiple times. Keep in mind this spot is normally used to as a prelude to someone getting sent to a hospital or a medical facility.
Yeah, medical attention.
Yeah. But Goldberg continues the match, mounts the comeback, hits a spear, hits a jackhammer with an injured leg. He's hobbling, but somehow the match isn't called off this time. Rather than go for the pin, he decides to take, for whatever reason, 3 minutes taking off his gloves. Lashley rolls over out of the ring by this point. Goldberg spears Lashley through the barricade, tries to crush Lashley's head with the steel steps, misses. Lashley goes up the ramp, calls for help. Hurt Business comes out, gets demolished. Next thing you know, Lashley's getting speared off the ramp by Goldberg.
By a 54-year-old Goldberg.
Goldberg, yeah. Goldberg's right. And match is over. Goldberg wins. And nothing tells me more about how Lashley could care less about Goldberg's booking than Goldberg saying, "That's what happens when you mess with my family." And the camera immediately panning to Lashley just walking it off back to the back. I'm like, what? You walk away?
and Goldberg celebrating with the kids of the rulers of that country.
I actually didn't notice that.
They were sitting in the front row. He walked all the way back to the front row to like.
Hey, look, Goldberg needs to thank the people who helped him buy his third house. Okay.
Yep.
But yeah, pretty fun, enjoyable match. But that was the deciding point.
Yep. 4-3, 4-1-3. And
we had similar picks on everything else. So by that point, the night was kind of decided, unless JFU started winning a bunch of things. But that didn't happen because after that we had the match that could have made the difference for me and would have meant I would have had to share the spotlight or the camel seat with Lou.
Hold on, did I just say coulda, woulda? Did I hear that?
Yeah. Coulda, woulda. That's exactly what I said. It should have been me. But Xavier Woods versus Finn Balor, I went with peer pressure and picked Xavier Woods, and sure enough, nope. Xavier Woods won against Finn Balor.
Wait, who went first on that one, on that pick?
If I'm not mistaken.
Oh, it was me.
It was you, yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah, and you were wrong. For the record, Lou, it wasn't the fact that you went with that pick. It was that One Man Band also went with that pick.
Whoa!
I was like, oh man, One Man Band's also going with that pick. Even I thought Xavier Woods was going to win by that point. And I was just like, how does One Man Band not see this? I said, you know what? Let me go with the safe pick here.
I didn't do my research enough. I had heard about that, but I thought that it was I don't think that's a good enough reason.
Well, my reasoning was not the Twitch thing. I honestly think they're going to go with a New Day triple threat match. Whether it's for the title or not, I still don't know. But I think they're going to go a New Day triple threat match at WrestleMania.
Yeah, you did say that. You did say that.
But I thought to myself, you know what? Xavier Woods could be the runner-up in the King of the Ring and maybe get proper booking afterwards. But I should have known better. If Chad Gable couldn't win the runner-up in King of the Ring and get proper booking, why should I think Woods is going to get it?
Right.
The only thing missing from this booking was Finn Balor's top rope spot. Just to protect him, but no. Balor didn't come out as a demon. He's losing. And, yeah.
Yeah, what was up with
Woods,
that?
your
Again,
new
Finn Balor
king of the
losing?
ring. Well, WWE was like, you're not winning, bro.
Again?
Thanks for making Woods look good. Bye.
Thanks for coming up from NXT.
Coming up from NXT. Right?
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, so that happens. Then we had Big E versus Drew McIntyre. Very good match, actually. I think this match was actually match of the night. To your point, Lou, this was a face versus face match.
Yeah.
Big E hit the big ending first. McIntyre kicked out. I thought that was a really good sign for McIntyre. Then he hit the Claymore. Big E kicked out. Definitely a good way to put Big E over. McIntyre decided to go with the big ending to try to attempt the big ending. Big E reversed. Hit a big ending himself. Match over. And McIntyre gave him the thumbs up on the ramp afterwards. So, a good nod. Big E got the points for he got his props for defending his title properly. So, very good, very good.
Yeah. All right, next matchup. It was a big one, too.
Next matchup was, and I think I mentioned this, when Saudi Arabia looked at who's fighting in this match, they said, all right, who's the first competitor? The EST. It means she's the best at everything. Strongest, fastest, smartest, toughest. And Saudi Arabia said, what, a woman? Nah. We don't believe in that.
No.
We don't believe in that. Who's next? They said, she's the boss. What, a woman that's the boss? Get out of here. Who's next? Well, this lady's the last competitor. She calls herself the man. Oh, the man. I like that. A woman aspiring to be the man. Make her win. But yeah, Becky Lynch successfully retains.
Now, what were you going to say about the title? Because something did happen on SmackDown at the end.
So I'm under the impression that at Survivor Series, when they do a champions versus champions match for the women's title, it's going to be to unify the belts.
Ooh. Well,
that's what I think.
I don't know if you saw
and what you do is you would have. Hold on, before you ruin it, let me give my idea. That way it's untainted by reality. It's untainted by reality. And then we can have WWE crush my aspirations. My idea was you have those singles women's champion on SmackDown and the women's tag championship on Raw. But go ahead, Lou. What did WWE say?
Wait a minute. You're right. Where is the women's tag team championship now?
It's on Raw. Rhea Ripley and Nikki Ash.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I know. I forgot about that too for a bit.
Wow.
They're doing a whole lot of nothing with it right now.
Yep.
Yep.
Here, hold this, Rhea Ripley. Hold this for a while.
They seem to be having fun with it, but it's very clearly a demotion for Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
Nikki Ash is just happy to do something.
Yep. Another placeholder.
But go on, Lou. What was the reality of what happened?
Oh no!
Ruined my idea.
At the end of SmackDown, both Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch appeared, and they had to exchange the championships. That's what they had them do. So they just exchanged championships. One threw Becky Lynch threw on the floor, and they exchanged the championships. And then Sasha Banks came out to try to challenge Charlotte Flair, who's now on SmackDown. With the SmackDown
and Becky's on Raw?
Huh? And Becky's on Raw.
Oh, they did the... You know what this means, right?
Yeah, like what you said. Probably.
No, that doesn't mean what I said. I was hoping they'd unify the championship.
Oh, no.
Charlotte Flair just got another title reign added to her record. You know that, right?
Oh, crap, you're right.
I'm so tired. I'm so tired of WWE pulling that stuff.
Yep, that's another one.
That's another one. And she... whatever. Okay. All right. All right, WWE.
They could have fixed it with Sasha Banks winning it.
Forget that. They could have fixed it with my idea, Lou.
But
Or
yeah,
make it. You know what they could have done. Remember the Undisputed Championship days, where the champion was on both shows.
yeah.
They could have done that with the women's title easily.
Travel. And
I get the travel thing, but
well,
Screw it.
in the case of Becky, her husband, or I don't know, they got married or not. Well, anyway, the father of her
yeah,
child,
they did.
husband is on Raw.
I get that.
And she'd have to go to 2 shows or whatever.
It's
I'm not
give them a pay
doing
raise.
that. I'm not traveling to 2 shows a week. Plus the house
Don't quit
show.
your day job. Don't quit your day job, Lou. Don't quit your day job.
That's an inside joke. Probably what happened.
yeah, and then WWE said, "Oh, okay, that's fine. Charlotte Flair, you got this, right?"
Please don't go to AEW here.
Yep. So there we go.
You could have brought back Becky 2 belts.
Yep. They mentioned it too.
Yeah, it's whatever. Either way.
All right.
Either way.
Now the next match, the big match.
Main event. Reigns versus Lesnar. Match did not disappoint. It was fun watching Reigns get tossed around. I miss Brock Lesnar matches. The time he's away does make me grow fonder of his matches.
Yeah. Just do not.
You can say it.
Do not give him a championship. I do not want to see him part-time the championship.
Well,
he doesn't need the belt.
He doesn't. But I do want to see Reigns lose at this point.
Well, no, you're right. He doesn't need it. He never needs it. But yet they still give it to him and they part-time it.
Yeah.
Lou, you could give it to him on the road to WrestleMania. I think that's a fair thing to do. But either way, Lesnar came in there, House of Fire. Reigns actually did pretty well against him.
Heyman was silent.
Heyman was quiet. You're right. More on that. They finally do a spot where Reigns takes an F5 and he, for some reason, hits the referee, I believe. Knocks him out. Lesnar goes for the pin. He sees the referee is down, which this part, if someone could explain it, I'd be more than happy to hear the explanation for this. Lesnar, like the big gorilla he is, picks up the ref by his belt, by his waist, his pants, shakes him, and then drops him on the ring mat again, like flat. Yeah. The ref rolls out of the ring, and he's like, "Did I hurt him? Did I break him?" And then he just goes back to fighting Reigns, or he takes a spear. Reigns hits him with a spear. He goes for the pin. Obviously, no ref in the ring yet. And then I think Lesnar hit another move on Reigns. Something. They're both on the ground. Heyman throws the championship belt into the ring, into the middle, right between them, and he just shouts to no one in particular, "You know what to do with it." Lesnar grabs the championship. He gets up. He's gonna hit Reigns with it. Usos come out, double super kick. I believe Reigns hits another spear, or he hits Lesnar with the championship, hits the spear. New ref comes out, 1, 2, 3. Reigns retains, thanks to help from 3 other people. And that was Crown Jewel.
Now,
which, by the way, I love the follow up to it. Because Lesnar came out similar to what he did after WrestleMania 31. Attacked Reigns, attacked Crew after the Usos got involved, threw a cameraman around, threw a referee, chased Reigns to the back, went to the back, and then unlike, or in some ways similar to when he got suspended, Adam Pearce comes out, says that Lesnar is suspended indefinitely. And Lesnar comes out to no music to the ring, confronts Adam Pearce, grabs him by his collar and says, "Repeat that? I didn't hear you." Adam Pearce says, very meekly, "I have no choice." You're suspended indefinitely. And then he gets F5s once. And much to Lesnar's credit and playing on the audience here, they tried to play his theme song to play him out. Lesnar says, no, not going to happen. He calls an audible, it looks like, and hits another F5 on Adam Pearce in the ring. And then he says to Adam Pearce with the mic, could you repeat that? I didn't hear what you said. And then he drops the mic and leaves. Oh, I really hope the gimmick against Lesnar keeps coming back and makes people enforce the fact that he's suspended indefinitely.
So you can F5 him?
So just he could F5 people. Could you, I mean, it's not going to happen. Could you imagine Sonya Deville saying, you can't be here, Brock. You're suspended. Or Adam Pearce gets the Zack Ryder and the Embrace the Hate storyline treatment.
Oh my God.
He just progressively gets more injured. Lesnar throws him off the ramp in a wheelchair. He comes out in a body cast. So Lesnar, you're suspended only to get another F5. Oh, either way, I want to see where this storyline goes. But to celebrate my victory, Lou, be quiet. Be quiet, Lou.
One in a row.
To celebrate my victory, I believe it is appropriate that we have some kind of music from the region. So, one-man bands, you're the music man. Hit it in 3, 2, 1.